I gave you boys enough time to drop. Now that shit over my Glock like a badass little kid. I put a switch on. Anyways, let me stop playing. All right, I just be wanting to start off the video random. What's good, y'all? Your favorite Shaboing, your favorite Shaloid, your favorite Shablickety Blah. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is something random. When I be editing, if y'all be seeing like how I got like the captions from CapCut or whatever, do y'all know how annoying it is that like when I go edit them, if y'all can see what it think I be saying, it's actually crazy. But anyways, today I'm gonna talk about one of the best ways to get better at manifesting. Real simple. Like I always say, all my videos are real simple. In my little 1 minute, 2 minutes of yap, I'm also say this. I make it so simple that I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It pissed me off when y'all ask certain questions like, if you've been watching me for a minute, I know the difference. Some of y'all are new, so I get it. But some of y'all been working with me or knowing me for a minute, and y'all still be overcomplicating the information. It's like y'all want it to be hard. It don't gotta be hard, pause. But anyways, best way to get better at manifesting. Real simple, like I said. You gotta test it. Point blank, period. And this is for whether you're new, whether you're intermediate, whether you consider yourself advanced at it, however y'all want to slice that up, you have to test it, because what happens with a lot of people is they get into manifestation, right? And most of y'all start off only wanting to manifest one, which I would call big thing, whether it's the SP, money, or whatever it is that you're struggling with. That be the only thing y'all manifesting. And I've said this in other videos. When you're only manifesting one thing and you ain't got no prior experience, of course it's gonna seem a lot harder. You feel me? Of course it's gonna seem a lot more difficult, especially if you have no reference experience. And reference experience just means you have prior experience to show that you've been successful at something. Just like I like to mention athletes. A lot of athletes, the reason they're confident, even if they're having a bad night, a bad slump, you feel me, a bad couple of games, the reason they're confident is because they've done this before. They've been there before. They have reference experience to say, okay, I've had a good game. I've had good games. I've had slumps before and I bounced back. So I'm not worried. And that helps a lot when it comes to manifestation. So in order to do that, what you got to do? Test it. You got to test it. And how do you do that? I said this on my TikTok. I don't know if I'll edit that in, but essentially whatever it is that you're manifesting, you need to test it out on similar subjects or manifestations. So if you're manifesting a person, right, you're manifesting an ex back. Yeah, it's cool. It doesn't have to take long too. That's another thing I want to reiterate. Just because you're new doesn't mean your manifestation has to take long. I've known people who, some people call it beginner's luck. I don't think it's beginner's luck, but there's people out there who learn about manifesting their ex back and they do it in 2 days, 3 days, a week. Feel me? So I'm not saying it has to take long if you're new. But what helps is if you get reference experience. If you're one of those people where you've been doing it for a while and you haven't seen results where you're like, oh, this is harder. Not only do I make videos that tell you how to make it easier as far as like using affirmations, getting rid of resistance, nervous system regulation, but testing it on things that are similar to your manifestation is going to do boatloads for your confidence. I don't know why I just sounded like that. I sounded like, what's his name? TDJ. So he was like, have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever went through a time of swallowing? No, but you got to test it. So if you manifest an SP, like I said, test it on other people. And some people are like, oh, that's fucked up, bro. You're doing it all the time. Because a lot of people be like, oh, I thought of somebody and then they showed up, or I thought of somebody and then they messaged me. You're manifesting people all the time. So now all you're doing is being conscious about it. So test it on other people. If you're manifesting a text from an ex, manifest to somebody that I wouldn't say you don't care about, but somebody you have less resistance to. Manifest that so you can see it's really the same process. The only difference is the resistance you have to manifesting an ex or manifesting this other specific person. And resistance is just the old story or your mind not being familiar with what you're trying to manifest. That'd be the only difference. When y'all manifest these other people that are not your ex, it's usually easier because you don't have an opposing story to it. Or when you manifest certain amounts of money, it's usually easier because you don't have an opposing story to it, which is why I say test it. When you start testing it, you see what I'm saying is true. Feel me? So, you better go to work.
Me?
No, you.
Yeah, pussy boy.
Alright, be safe. Nah, but I'm not editing that out either. That's my sister. Like I told you, I'm back home for the holidays, so sorry I be reading my my YouTube comments sometimes. Is my flash on? I don't know. But you got to test it. Or like I said, even with money, if you manifesting a larger sum of money that you ain't touched before, you should test it on smaller sums of money that don't seem as big of a deal to you. Because then you start to see, oh, if I can manifest 100, I can manifest 200. And it's a game. It's a little game they call a money game. If you're in a manifestation, if you want to try it out, do it. You start off with like an amount that you know you can make, right? A lot of y'all have no resistance to getting $100. So you manifest 100, right? That shows up, boom, you double it. 200, 400, 800, 1600, keep doubling it. And then before you know it, you're gonna be able to manifest larger sums of money. It's also fun to just test it. It makes manifestation more like a game than this chore that y'all make it seem. You feel me? I see manifestation as something that's fun. A lot of y'all see it as a chore or something that's hard to do, which you gotta fix your assumptions on that. I've been saying this. Don't be out there telling yourself this is hard to do or this is gonna take forever. Work on your manifestation self-concept, which might be my next video, to be honest. But y'all get the point. Test it on things that are similar. If you're manifesting like a new friend group or whatever, manifest that that somebody you really probably wouldn't. Like I said, I don't want to say you don't care about, but somebody you got less resistance to or less of a story to talking to you. You feel me? Y'all get the point at this point. I hate when I use like a word back to back. I gotta start using my expanded vocab. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the gist. Test it on things that are similar to what you're manifesting. I don't want to overcomplicate that or make the video too long. That's 7 minutes of straight yap. You feel me? Wonderful yap, but yeah. But with that being said, that's the video, and as always, keep it funky, nigga. Yeah, yeah.